Hired in July 2003 by Barcelona after standing out at PSG, Ronaldinho revolutionized the Catalan club and placed it back at the top of the world. Ronaldinho Gaúcho is one of the greatest players Brazilian soccer has ever produced, and it's no easy feat to belong to the select group from the country that has revealed the most stars in the history of the world's most popular sport. A true Brazilian athlete who combined dribbling with improvisation and joy on the field, Ronaldinho reached his peak with Barcelona, a club where he was directly responsible for a transformation at the beginning of the century. How did he manage the feat of shaking up the structure of a European giant, both on and off the field? His genuine talent serves as a simplistic answer, but there's a larger context behind it. When Ronaldinho was signed for just over 32 million euros in 2003, Barca was going through a terrible phase. At the beginning of the 21st century, Barcelona didn't know how to reinvent itself and return to being one of Europe's top teams. To make matters worse, the situation within Spain and in La Liga was bleak. Real Madrid, the galactic and global sensation of soccer, was the team capturing the attention of fans from all continents and enjoying greater sporting success. Before Ronaldinho, Barca endured a title drought in La Liga. Barcelona's situation before Ronaldinho's arrival was complicated. Having not won La Liga since 1999, the club no longer knew how to stand up to Real Madrid and other strong Spanish teams of the time. Deportivo La Coruña, which included the Brazilian player Gelmina and Valencia, took advantage of the main Catalan team's slump and won the Spanish championship between 1999 and 2003, before Ronaldinho had arrived from Paris. However, before the Brazilian star's arrival, Barca flirted with David Beckham. In reality, there was never even an offer for the English star and pop icon, who served more as a political tool for Joan Laporta. Then president of Barcelona in 2003, Laporta announced to the press in June of the same year that his administration had an agreement to sign the Manchester United midfielder during that summer transfer window. He won the election following the announcement, as he had intended when he shared the news with the media, but in reality, Beckham never actually came close to Catalonia. At the time, the number 23 already had a sealed agreement with Real Madrid, and that was his destination in Spain. When Laporta declared that Beckham would be a Barcelona player, Real remained silent and waited to act at the right moment in the market. Strategically, Laporta was re-elected, and it worked. Coincidentally or not, he ended up making one of the best decisions in Barcelona's history. Without Beckham, who had gone to their rival, already filled with stars like Ronaldo Fenomeno, Zidane, Figo, and Roberto Carlos, the club had a clear path to invest in another star who would bring far greater success to the team. Ronaldinho Gaúcho. Ronaldinho's arrival brought more than just magic. It brought titles and put Barca in the spotlight. It seems hard to imagine given the stature of Barcelona, but the club lacked direction and suddenly was in the limelight in La Liga, the Champions League, in global news, all because of one player. Of course, Ronaldinho Gaúcho wasn't playing alone. But the Brazilian was so magical, skilled, and charismatic that the team started playing to get him the ball as often as possible. The main idea was for the attacking midfielder not to be heavily involved in defense, allowing him to stay free to burst forward and dribble through an entire defense as if an adult were playing against children. When he arrived, Ronaldinho took a few months to adapt and was hindered by injuries. At the beginning of 2004, with the club in 12th place in La Liga and Frank Rijkaard at serious risk of losing his position as head coach, the magic of Gaúcho began. The arrival of Edgar Davids, who provided stronger defensive support, helped, but the team's turnaround, losing only 2 of the last 20 games and finishing second in that La Liga season, had one primary driver, Ronaldinho. The genius recorded 22 goals and 14 assists. In the following season, without Barca going through a rough start, Ronaldinho formed an important partnership with Samuel Eto'o. He scored 13 goals and 20 assists and ended the club's title drought. The Catalans were crowned Spanish champions in the 2004-2005 season. Fooled by classy performances, the Brazilian was also the protagonist of the Champions League title in 2005-2006. He would go on to win another La Liga title and 2 Spanish Super Cups. Done! With a smaller budget, Barca matched the Galactico Real Madrid and became even more popular than their rival worldwide. Ronaldinho's genius even charmed the Bernabeu. More than just bringing Barca back to winning major titles, Ronaldinho knew how to captivate the crowd at Camp Nou. His gestures, movements, tricks, dribbles, and dances, the whole magic package, thrilled Barcelona fans. More than that, he made the brand known worldwide. Everyone wanted to watch Ronaldinho's Barca because he was mesmerizing. The most memorable episode was a 3-0 victory against Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu. Already the best player in the world, he led the commanding win with 2 brilliant goals on November 19, 2005, and earned the admiration of the rival fans. Real Madrid supporters stood to applaud the Brazilian during and after the match. Not even Messi experienced anything similar wearing the iconic Blaugrana number 10 shirt. In 2010, then coach Pep Guardiola made the following comment about Ronaldinho's time in Spain. "I had never seen anything like Ronaldinho before. That feeling of superiority in physical play, in technique. This guy was incredibly important in lifting the spirits of a team that was feeling down." Andrés Iniesta, who also benefited from the success brought by the Brazilian star, he was part of one of the greatest soccer teams of all time, and he does not hide his admiration for everything Ronaldinho did for the club. Ronaldinho's arrival changed the direction the club had been taking. After that, many positive things happened. We had a tough year or two, but I believe Barca's momentum started there. Ronaldinho infected us with his joy. He was a unique and special player who lifted all the players and also all the fans, said Iniesta during an interview. Indeed, Ronaldinho Gaúcho did not have a career filled with records or as long of a peak as Messi and other legends like Cristiano Ronaldo, Zidane, and Ronaldo. But the genius on the field and the charisma never seen in another player of his stature allowed Gaúcho to transform Barcelona for the better. After him and the revolution he inspired, the club entered one of the most victorious eras in its history, with Messi leading the attack. In fact, Guardiola's Barca in 2009 and 2010 will forever be remembered as one of the greatest teams that the world of soccer has ever seen. We can say that this Super Barcelona owes a lot to the 5 years of Ronaldinho Gaúcho's brilliance while wearing the club's jersey. So, tell me in the comments if you knew this story about Ronaldinho and Barcelona. Don't forget to share in the comments other stories you'd like to see here on The Beautiful Fever. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and see you in the next video.